Hi, everyone. I'm sitting here. It's Thanksgiving Day, and I have struggled in the last few days to make this recording. And usually I like to go back and check what, the quality and the sense of what I've, recorded. And it just seemed to, every time I listened to my own recording, I felt anxious. And I was like, I can't post something that feels anxious. And almost as if there's something that's not moving harmoniously through the recording. So there's another part that is feeling the pressure of getting the message out. And so I decided to do it a little bit differently, completely unstructured, and just let whatever flows, flows. And basically, since 11/11/11, since the portal on November 11th, I've been receiving constantly in my dreams, coming out of the dream state with the message infinity. I'm seeing it in so many different ways. Symbolically, there was one part of my dream that I'm holding hands with friends from this, like my tribes, friends from my tribe. And we're actually doing sort of a dance, holding hands. It's, um, it's a slow walk, and we're doing it in the shape of a sideways, a sideways eight. And when I came out of that particular dream, and that probably was a couple of days after November 11th, I immediately connected to the three tarot cards on the Rider and Waite deck, the Magician, the Strength card, and the World card, because all three of them have the infinity symbol. And it keeps coming up. I even last night had a dream of a scarab, an Egyptian scarab. And when you look it up, it's also about eternity, endlessness, rebirth. The idea of the sun, right, that constantly rises on the east. There's always a rising, there's an eternity about it. And so I'm trying to figure out, in a sense, how to communicate this to the tribe and what does it really mean for us. And I feel like it's really, especially today, Thanksgiving being November 22nd, 2018, it's an 11/22/11. It's still an 11/11. I think it's even a higher degree of it. Tomorrow being a full moon, I believe that it's a message from our cosmic and galactic family telling us that you need to use your wand, that this is the time to really set your intention. And the reason I say that is because I look at the magician, and the magician card, if you look at it, it's really telling you that we are the fifth element. It shows the magician having dominion over all four elements. And he is pointing a finger up to the heavens, and, well, not a finger, he's pointing his wand up to the heavens and his finger down to the ground. And that reminds us, as above, so below. It's an idea of we are one with all. We are the oneness. We are the we-ness. It's also a card that's telling you action is what matters now. So if you're not going into meditation, if you're not setting intentions, you need to start doing it. This is really the moment to strike the dough, to really move forward in whatever creative projects you have, to really start to honor yourself and your gifts, and start to, because we're given the extra higher assistance, angelic world, the world of guides, the masters. We have all of this assistance to finally manifest here. So this is really important. I'm hoping that everyone is actually in alignment and it has been doing this, or if you haven't, that you need to really sit down, go into your inner world and start to ask yourself, what is it that you really want to create in this world? What is it that you want to, how do you see yourself in 5 years? And then the strength card is saying to you, make sure that you're balanced between your feminine and your masculine. Make sure that you're walking on the earth with a gentleness, a courage, that you need to have courage and you need to be brave and you need to be clear. But you can do that and you can communicate and be in the world with gentleness and kindness. And again, it's reminding you that there is so much help, divine help for us here on earth. So it's also talking about self-mastery. It's not just how we treat others and how we communicate with others, but how are you feeling within yourself? Do you have mastery over your feelings? Are you making sure that the things you're thinking about are thoughts that will assist you to stay in a state of harmony? Because many times we have a lot of friction in life. We have a lot of things happening to us. Sometimes our mind takes us down these alleyways that are just so wasteful. If we could just catch ourselves going left or right and just going into these dark alleys that we do them repetitively, it's just really not worth it. If you could have something in you, an observer, enough of an observer in you, to pull you back onto the road of harmony, to stay centered, to have clarity of mind. That is the only way that we can use the wand. That's the only way that the magician can manifest, is clarity of thought, balance between the dualities, coming to a 0 point. So that's what the strength card is telling us. And the world card, which is the last card, is telling us that wherever our life is now, it's going to change to a whole other octave, meaning that in a positive way, wherever you are, you're going to scale it up to another level. If you look at the world card, she's holding 2 wands. Okay, so she has complete dominion of manifesting, how to manifest. She knows how to do it. She has complete dominion over herself. There's no duality anymore. There's not an above or below. There's only a oneness. She has complete dominion over all the elements. She is the 5th element. She lives from the 5th dimension. In other words, this is about no longer having to experience a higher self and the avatar as 2 separate beings. This is the way the magician is showing it. Now, the higher self and the avatar are one. And we're able to dance and manifest in life from a oneness, from being in complete alignment with ourselves in complete sovereignty. And so this is what's going to make everything that you've been trying to do up until now really fixed and set in this world, in this dimension. And it's going to be something that's going to be seen. In other words, what I'm trying to say is public recognition. That maybe before you've been hidden and unseen, and now you will be seen. Now people are going to recognize you. Now people are going to be searching for so many of the answers and so many of the things that you've worked for some of us, 30, 40 years as being seekers in this world of the unseen, in this world of the meaning of what is to be in alignment with between body, soul, and spirit. People are starting to awaken, and you're going to be needed. You're going to be seen, and people are going to come to you for that kind of assistance. So that is basically the message. It's this idea of birth, death, rebirth, eternity, that we are somehow that symbol. And I've received this in so many different ways. The symbol, I even dreamt of a scarab. I came out of a dream seeing the Egyptian scarab, and I'm like, what is that? Like, I couldn't understand it until I researched it. And I would like to post, probably in a separate recording, certain things that I've started to read about the infinity symbol. Because as I was seeing the symbols from the different texts and websites that I was looking up, the symbols were talking to me. And I really do believe that if you have a moment to sit down with this this recording that I'm going to make, hopefully I can do it today. If not, I'll have to do it at, when I return. I'm actually not home right now. I think the symbols are going to speak to you as well. And so I would like to sit down and record my voice and showing you symbols. I believe they're going to trigger something in you. And it's going to be your own download, whatever it is that you need to get from the symbol. So I just want to wrap this up. I want to make it nice and short. Sending my love to all. Very grateful for my life, for my friends, for my tribe. Sending everyone a lot of love. And wishing everybody a beautiful, beautiful Thanksgiving Day.